Hey, this is JC and welcome to Small Brick City, where we want to help you build a LEGO city regardless of the space you have. In this video, I'm going to do a review of my Medical Centre MOC, specifically the Angel of Mercy Medical Centre. I did 2 videos where I built this particular MOC from start to finish, and you can check out those videos in the description below. I have made some minor changes and improvements since that video. I've incorporated some subscribers' comments, so let's check it out. This is a single-story medical facility. It's much more than a clinic, but not so much a full-fledged hospital. It is built on a 16 by 32 stud base plate. The front, I think, comes across as a serious building, and you can definitely tell it is some kind of medical building, hospital or clinic, because of this large Universal Red Cross for medical facility. There is also this sign which represents the organization that runs the medical facility, and incidentally, this is actually a sticker from the extra sticker pack. Many things go together to make up the facade of this building, which makes it quite interesting. There's of course the signs I mentioned. There's the grey masonry brick, which adds some pattern and breaks up just the white brick. There are these 1x4 modified bricks with studs on the front all across the front, and there are 1x4 light grey tiles over it, and this creates some 3-dimensional texture. The main door itself is framed nicely with this particular technique. There are a whole bunch of round bricks, or rather these are curved bricks with these 1x1 tiles. And over here, a shout out to Daniel, who suggested I place a number pad on the doorknob, but I switched that for one of these 1x1 tiles. So I switched in this number plate so it looks like some kind of a security feature for the door. So that does make sense for a medical facility. There are downlights which are attached by 1x2 modified plates to these closed bar plates that are built into the wall itself. And for the roof, it's pretty simple, but there are several techniques that go together to give some ornate detail. That reverse sloped bricks and round bricks with tiles on top to cap it off. And for the center, we also have the reverse sloped brick and round bricks, but also a log brick and sloped bricks, all together coming together to create a pedestal for the Angel of Mercy statue. And that is what this particular medical center is named after, the Angel of Mercy Medical Center. And we look around, we can see that there's lots of trans blue windows. It gives the nice medical vibe or feel. Now you just have to imagine that there are going to be blinds when needed to cover the inside. But for the sake of a LEGO build, I just kept it open so that lots of light gets in and we can just see details from the outside. It makes it a bit more interesting. But of course, we'll just assume there are blinds if needed. And over here, you can see into the clinic as well. Now let's have a look at the top of the build and the interior detail of the medical center. And here we have the top of the medical center. I've built 2 builds on the roof. This is a large industrial scale cooling unit which is used to cool the air conditioners as well as all the other equipment in the medical facility. I designed this after a real industrial size cooling unit, and if you want to check out this build, do check out part 2 of my building this MOC from start to finish, and you'll see me building it with all the different parts used. Over here is a solar panel, and I designed it so that it's a bit more intricate and detailed than most solar panels you'll see that comes with 3-in-1 creator sets. So there are rail plates to add additional detail, and there's also this gauge and tap element to really look like a solar panel delivering power into the facility below. The roof can be removed as its modular style, just like any modular style building. And there are 3 different rooms in this particular layout. But let's have a look at the center of the medical center, because that's the public reception area as well as the pharmacist. So as you enter the medical center from here, you come to the main reception area, which is a nicely detailed floor. And here you meet the staff nurse, who's also the pharmacist and also one who takes appointments or just to see what's wrong with you. And let's see who we have over here. It looks like we have a gentleman or minifig who's hurt himself by stepping on Lego. That's right, and he's actually brought the offending piece of Lego to show the doctor what caused all his injuries. So hopefully he sees the doctor very soon. This is the nurse on staff, who also acts as the pharmacist, appropriately attired. And back here we can see all the different pill bottles and medicine bottles that represents the pharmacy. And to save space, I built the shelf into the retaining wall over here, which divides the main reception area with the doctor's consultation office. There's also a small window you can see right there that connects the doctor's office with the pharmacist as well, so the doctor can send notes and subscriptions through. This counter is removable because it's placed on a jumper plate. And we've got a computer, a phone, some notes, and a bottle of water. Notice this curved towel or curved plate. And the reason I put it there is so that minifigs can comfortably navigate through this reception area to get to the sink over here or the doctor's office over here. So it's just not sharp corners. Because we are working with small space, I need to create as much clearance and access space as possible. There's a chair for a waiting area, and over here we've got a really small toilet which you can pop open right there. Very important to have at least one toilet in a medical facility. And because there's no room for a sink inside the toilet, I made it a common sink over here, which does make sense because often you do find sinks in medical facilities so that everyone can keep their hands clean. And that's a tap, and that trans pink brick you see over here with this round stud, that is supposed to be a liquid soap dispenser. Now let's move over to the doctor's room, and here we see that the doctor's actually consulting a patient. Well, this is what happened. This guy came in and he told the doctor, "Doc, I feel funny." So that's why the doctor's seeing if there's anything wrong with him or the guy is just, making up stuff in his head. But there we have the doctor's room. That's the patient bed where we have that funny patient. The doctor is holding a thermometer. And here we can see the doctor's office with a filing cabinet, a potted plant above it, and over there we have his desk with a computer and different things you expect to find on the desk. Let's take out the doctor, and we can also have a look over here because there's some cabinets where the doctor has different medical equipment to serve his patients. So nice storage area for the doctor as well. Now we move from the doctor's office past the pharmacy and reception to the operating theatre. Remember, this is a medical center, so it does have a operating theatre. These are the operating theatre lights, nice and big on a ball joint, and I can also remove it completely so that we can see inside. And there's lots of things to see. There's an operating bed, and looks like there's a patient currently being treated by a surgeon and the staff. Well, let's have a look at this patient first, and then we'll get him out of the way. Let me take him out so you can have a better look. Looks like there's something on his head. So let me explain what happened. Earlier in the day, this person walked into the medical center and the nurse was so shocked and said, "What happened?" And the frog said, "I don't know. I just woke up and this thing was growing out of me." So right now they're in surgery to help the frog remove this thing from under him. Hopefully everything goes well. Here we can see the medical staff who are attending to him. There are 3 medical staff, which I think makes sense for any surgery. You can't have too few. Over here we have, could be a doctor, a nurse, or anesthesiologist probably. This is the surgeon herself. I believe this is a collector minifig. I do really like this figure, especially that headpiece or hat piece. And here we have a nurse as well. And notice all their mouths are covered with these mouth guards or mouthpieces. And let's have a look at the operating theatre itself. That's the operating bed, and it's on jumper plates as well, so I can remove it so that you can have a closer look. This basically came from the Friends hospital set, and I think it really works well as an operating theatre bed. And there's even an IV drip over here. I kept the entire floor white to make it clinical and clean and sterile. There's an Ekg machine over here in the corner. There's a TV or screen for microscopic surgeries and some control panels on the wall. And on this side over here, we have got a light box because this is meant for x-rays, and I can pop that off because this is a plate that is built on or just attached to modified bricks. And this plate is actually the plate you'd get with collector minifigs, and it just works really well, I think, to put these x-ray pieces on. Over here we have a clock, and a shout out to Joshua and Jomi, who both suggested that I needed a clock in the medical center or operating theater. So I've added a clock. And over here we've got this little medical trolley with all the equipment, syringes and well, nothing inside. I guess they ran out of medical equipment. Hopefully the surgery still goes well. And we've got another sink there just for the surgeons. And there you have it. That is the internal layout of the medical center. I hope you enjoyed this look and all the details of my Angel of Mercy Medical Center. Do let me know which is the favorite part of your build, and if you liked any scene in particular, I hope to hear from you in the comments. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Check out these two videos before you go.